Hey Libras, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your December general reading here. So let's get right into your meditation. Short but sweet. I saw an image of Winnie the Pooh, honey, holding onto a red balloon. It's actually an image that I've seen online. I'm not sure the source of it, but Winnie the Pooh holding a red balloon, floating up into the sky, and then behind Winnie the Pooh was an image of London, and specifically the Big Ben clock, okay? And I saw Winnie the Pooh being lifted up and up and up and up and up into the clouds by this balloon, and then struggling to hold on to it, like starting to slide down the balloon, trying to hold on to it, stay afloat, right? And then I heard the song, I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. And then I saw Winnie the Pooh kind of let go of the balloon, not necessarily by choice, let go. And then when he fell onto this very soft cloud, pulled up this flannel blanket over him, like all the way up to his nose, and just took a deep breath and was just sort of there. So there is an energy for you in the month of December, Libra. I feel like there is a message here around trust, around letting go, around coming from a place of allowance, and just being exactly where you are without judgment or concern for how things might be different or you wish were different or whatever have you, okay? Let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for December. And I do feel like the flannel blanket and the Winnie the Pooh, yeah, exactly. The Winnie the Pooh is also an aspect and a nod towards childhood and all, treating yourself as you would a child that you love. Right? Being kind and patient and caring with and for yourself. And that flannel blanket aspect too, doing whatever you need to do to comfort and soothe yourself within the month of December. You more than have earned it and deserve it, especially in the context of this year. This very much feels like, an auspicious time for you not to strive for more than you are capable of giving and trying to be somewhere that you're not, whether that be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever have you, okay? But I'm also really drawn to the fact that the Big Ben clock was in the background, which is very much obviously like about time. And I very much feel like there's, again, this aspect of being patient and just going, hey, this is just where you are for now. This is not saying that you're not going to go forward from this and spring into action and go get it life or whatever have you. But allowing yourself to be where you are now, soothe yourself, allow yourself the comforts, and really allow yourself to stay, as grounded as possible as well, okay? So we have the frog here for your December energy. This makes, perfect sense. So we had the rain here, and I did see Winnie amongst the clouds, falling and landing on a fluffy cloud. And I'm hearing wherever you land, so there you are. Wherever you land, so there you are. It feels really important. So I equate frog with 10 of Wands energy, right? 10 of Wands is a lot of effort. It's a very heavy load. It's that aspect of like, I can actually only carry on with this load for so long before I'm really going to have to set it down and rest. So this is lining up really beautifully with your meditation already. Also, frog energy is about detoxification, emotional detoxification, right? We have the water energy here. Be a physical detoxification as well, mental detoxification, say that 10 times fast. I feel like there is a detoxification that wants to happen, a release that wants to happen from this year. Because it feels like we're talking about, sometimes it's a cause and effect aspect. Like I feel like this is a lot less about things happening to and for you in December, and it's more about your response to the entire year. Honestly, Libra, right? To bring the frog into balance, it's a lot about allowing yourself to spend time by water if you can, but also hydrating yourself and also allowing yourself to feel every single inch of whatever you are feeling. Let it flow, let it go, allow, right? What do they say? What you resist persists, right? But why do I feel like this is sort of like a permission slip in a way? Not that you need it, not that you need permission, of course, but it feels like a permission slip. I'm also really drawn to the green here, which, equates to the heart chakra and is very much about, feeling those emotions from your heart space and allowing them to let go. Because anything that you hold on to emotionally or otherwise can toxify within your body and lead to joint pain, mental tension, headaches, lack of sleep, all the things. So you're being asked to really allow yourself to feel everything, feel it to heal it, and let me just go on with the cliches here, but feel it to heal it for real. Yeah. So we have the High Priestess here. So, what I'm really drawn to with this is that, well, first of all, traditionally speaking, the High Priestess is very much about clicking in with your intuition and also diving into those lower depths of the subconscious mind, of the hidden realms, of the, more shadow-prone aspects of your psyche, right? For information and truth and enlightenment, right? What I'm really drawn to, though, in this particular context is the spider and the web. So for me, the spider web represents being there for yourself and others in equal measure. Whenever the spider web comes up as an image for me, it's very much a sign that it's kind of like a Six of Pentacles feeling, where it's like, I understand that the more that I am there for myself, the better able I can, or the more able I am to be there for others, right? The more I'm there for myself, the more I can be there for others. And that's just what it is. It's very much the feeling here. I'm also getting this this energy around writing as well, because spiders represent writers and writing to me as well. That could be a beautiful way in for you to, and we did see Winnie the Pooh, which is a literary character. And I'm also getting coloring as well. Whether it's writing, coloring, journaling, scrapbooking, being on Pinterest, whatever, playing games, whatever it is that comforts and soothes you and allows you a way to process gently this year, whatever's coming up for you and you're feeling, allow yourself that time to do so. December is the time to do it, okay? Things are going to pick up and move forward. So allow yourself the time to do that now, right? I mean, this is so beautiful already. So the World, you have two major arcanas coming up here, or off the top here, which speaks of, fated events, right? If you see a minor arcana and you don't like it, you can take steps to change it. But I hope you find comfort, like I do when major arcanas come up, because that means that there's a sense of, there's a soul lesson involved in this, and because of that, you're where you're meant to be. It may be difficult, it may be unpleasant at times in this school of life, but you are where you're meant to be and you will move through it, okay? So the World is successful completion of a cycle. I love the World key so much because it oh my God, the clouds. How long was it going to take me to notice that with Winnie Pooh up in the clouds? It's very much about, I am closing this chapter. I'm ending the year. Like, I like that this is for December. It's the last reading of 2020. Right? And then you have the last key of the major arcana, the World, which is closing the book so that you can start a new one. It's happy completion of a cycle. This is about appreciating where you've been, or at least processing where you've been, so that you can then, in good time, go forward into the next chapter, which is the Fool key, which comes right after the World, right? I'm really noticing all the blue here as well, and I was getting this earlier. The blue here, correlates to the throat chakra, right? Which is about using our words and communication. I'm really getting the more that you can ask for help and support, especially with that spider web there, because I feel like another aspect of this is allowing others to be there for you during this time. Use your words, ask for help, make that midnight phone call if you need to your friends, your family, whatever that is, right? Even your spiritual team, if that resonates with you. Meditation whenever the High Priestess comes up. Absolutely. Even if it's just mindfulness or doing a guided meditation on Hay House. It's anything that's going to soothe and comfort you. But I am feeling to tap into those resources, make those phone calls, call in those favors and say, hey, I need to process the year. Can we talk? Hey, I need to not think about the year. Can we just joke and watch TV together on the phone? Right? Whatever feels right to you. Okay, Libra? Yep. Mm-hmm. So we have the Five of Wands here. So Five of Wands, traditionally speaking, well, first of all, the wands are about the actions that we take. So I'm going to line it up for you this way. These first two, this is past energy that's coming into the present energy and what's coming up, right? And third position in the future. So I feel like this is saying that you're exactly where you're meant to be. You've been where you've been, meant to be from a soul perspective. You're there now. What comes after this is directly up to you and is a choice. This Five of Wands, traditionally speaking, is about struggle, effort, competitiveness. This is not going with the flow. This is trying to be in control. This is our ego taking reign. This is us, coming outside of what we feel is right for us at any given moment, and the friction that is a result of that. Competitiveness. I mean, look at how upset that baby is. Like, just, feeling like you're backed into a corner. I'm really drawn to towards this well of water here, because we've been talking about the frog and how the healing aspects of water, to spend time by the water. We have the ocean and the bird's eye view here. Winnie the Pooh in the clouds, right? Allow yourself the hydration of comfort. Allow yourself the emotional comfort of those that truly understand you and don't ask more of you than you're able to give. Also, can you do that with and for yourself is the question, right? Not always easy, but sometimes just setting the intention is enough, Okay. Yeah. Okay. So look at how gorgeous this is. So we the honey and the bee and the Winnie the Pooh. I love it. Okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles here to clarify the High Priestess. I'm going to tell you, traditionally speaking, the Eight of Pentacles is about hard work meeting talent and the benefit and the result and the product that comes from that. So you could absolutely have some of that on your mind about your work, your relationship to your work, the work that you want to do, where it's going, all of that, for sure. And I feel like that's very in line with this time of year anyway, going to the new year as well, right? It's a lot of life review and looking over the year and going, okay, what do I want next year to be, right? What do I want to stay the same? What would I like to change, etc. But I'm getting something else from this as well. The bee is very much about community and working as a team. Everyone working together to serve the whole. This is a lot about your teammates, your family, your friends, your support unit, right? That's what I'm getting from this, your support team. Your support team. I feel like that's very much in your energy right now, and you're being asked to, allow yourself the privilege, right, of being there for yourself and being there for others, and thus also allowing them to be there for you in equal measure, right? There's something about that. I'm also hearing, because there's stars in both of these, like look at the stars on the pentacles and then look at the stars in the web. Stars represent, the star key in the tarot is very much about divine hope and faith and great love. And I'm hearing to keep the faith. Trust, 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 trust. Trust that this too shall pass. Trust that wherever you land, you're meant to be there, right? Just trust. And at the end of the day, sometimes all we can do is put one foot in front of the other and acknowledge where we are and where we aren't, right? Whoa, you got another frog here. So you have temperance here. Oh, more stars and a frog. I'm obsessed. To clarify the world key. So major arcana clarifying a major arcana. There's a lot going on for you right now, it's for sure. So the temperance key, traditionally speaking, is about balance and patience and partnership. Okay? Balance, patience, partnership. It's also about reunions of souls and like-minded souls and all that good stuff as well, right? But again, we have this aspect of detoxification and allowing yourself to be on your lily pad amidst, murky waters or difficult waters, or perhaps there could be an aspect even around you as well of people having a difficult time or carrying emotionally heavy burdens or really needing to detox from this year, right? And temperance is saying you can do that in a way that is constructive and effective and a way that works for you, right? But balance, for sure. Again, we have this recurring theme. Equal give and take, reciprocity, right? Being there for yourself and others and allowing them to do the same, right? I'm also hearing there's really no need to bite off more than you can chew either. You can only really be where you are. At any given time, you have the world again. With another bee. What's happening here? So you have the world key to clarify the Five of Wands. So again, I invite you to focus on the fact that you have the world key twice, which is such a happy energy. It's a successful energy, right? I keep hearing this too shall pass, allowing yourself to be exactly where you are, right? Not being too hard on yourself either, right? Allowing yourself, those comforts, and I just heard closure. What areas in and of your life might be calling for closure? Are there relationships or decisions or job, factors that are asking for closure? There's something in that for a group of y'all, for sure. I do feel like you're also being asked to consider again your relationship to your work. How does it emotionally serve you? Is the nature of your work, has it made this year more difficult? Has it made it easier? Has it not made a difference at all? How do you feel when you're working? Do you have a job or a career? When you do your work, does the time fly? I do feel like you're being asked to consider your relationship to it, right? Something around that. I do feel like some of you guys are being invited to possibly even expand your work. Take up maybe a side gig that is something that you truly love. Turn a hobby into, a source of income, right? Writing, journaling, processing. I'm also seeing a TV screen, movies, anything that you can do to sort of, again, comfort and take yourself out of too much mental, analysis paralysis, as it were. Yeah. Let's get an oracle for you guys. I also want to talk about the fact that the frog equating to the Ten of Wands, like I said, the Ten of Wands, again, is very much about moving from one place to another. You have the 10 here, which is the completion point, right? So this is another reoccurring theme. So you have the 10 and then the world twice, right? So there is this aspect as well of the cycle that you have currently been in, no matter how long you've been there. It will be coming to a close. You are at the final, aspects of it. You're in the final push, I want to say, as it were. Okay. I'm also, hearing that, you know this if you've been with me for a minute, but I'll just, in case you don't, I equate Libras with butterflies for many reasons, but I won't bore you with all the reasons as why you guys are my butterflies. But I equate you guys with with butterflies. And the thing that I'm getting, the energy around this, and the frog being the 10 of Wands, it is a heavier energy. And I did see Winnie the Pooh trying to float up into the cloud and having trouble hanging onto the balloon and, kind of allowing himself to fall down onto a cloud, right? It's not going to be as bad as you think it is. It's going to end better than you think. Good times are coming. This too shall pass. There's just a lot of that energy here. But I'm hearing that the heaviness of this energy, it's like your soul. There's an aspect of you that's like, when is it going to feel light again? When am I going to feel light again? Light enough to be carried up by a balloon? When am I going to feel like some of these burdens don't have such a hold on me? And again, this is going to be different for everybody. For some of you guys, you might be feeling the weight of the world. Quite literally, the weight of the world. Libras are incredibly sensitive. You are. You're incredibly sensitive. In the best way, by the way. Like I say that with no shade at all. You're sensitive in the best way. It's what makes you lovely friends, in my opinion. Right? But a butterfly can't fly and exist underneath the weight that is the frog energy, right? The frog comes forward to say, this is how we release this weight. This is how we detoxify, okay? All right. So anything that feels burdensome or heavy to you, whether that's about the state of the world, your own personal situation, or both, or whatever have you, even if it's fear about what's to come, I'm hearing to practice, if this works for you, an idea could be to practice redirection. Okay, Libra? Redirection is something that can be as simple as, I find myself in a certain energy thinking about this. I'm watching the news, or I'm thinking about, someone I love that's having a hard time, or whatever this is, or I'm thinking about my own situation. What can I redirect to alter my energy to somewhere more positive? Can I take a walk outside? Can I be in nature? By the way, whenever the frog comes up, you are absolutely being called and encouraged to be in nature. Even if it's just sitting on your front porch, if that's all you can do. You know what I mean? And just breathing in the fresh air. There is this aspect here of, whatever is in your energy that feels heavy, can you redirect and transmute it? How can you transmute your energy at any given point in time? How can you redirect? Phone a friend, journal, color, watch a comedy, watch a comedy act, anything to redirect, listen to music and bake some cookies, whatever that is for you. Okay? You got this, Libra. You got this. Okay, let's get an oracle for you. My beautiful Libras. Yep. Okay. So we have Shark here, which is not surprising. So we have a lot of water energy here for you. So Shark, this says purpose down here. I'm really drawn to the fact that 3 + 6 is 9, which also speaks of a completion point before the end of the cycle at 10. So a shark purpose. Let's talk about shark medicine briefly. First of all, shadow work is an aspect when the shark comes up, shadow work. But do you see how the light is emanating in from above, and it's like here in the darker depths, right? There's an aspect of healing that wants to be done with and for you, because look at the shadow right here in the light. It's like a reoccurring thing for you, Libra. Theme. So not only is the shark about shadow work and diving into those lower depths, but I honestly feel like for you, I feel like those depths have already been mined. I feel like those depths are what it is. I feel like that's where you are. And so I feel like your medicine around this is reconnecting and understanding and staying connected with your purpose in the midst of being in these depths. A tagline of the shark energy from an animal totem perspective is abundance lies on the other side of fear. Abundance lies on the other side of fear. I do feel like that is a special note for you guys. There's also an aspect of butterfly energy as well that says, face your shadows and transform. Similar to a moth, really. Face your shadows and transform. You can also look at this as an invitation to allow yourself to be where you are, again, feeling it to heal it, so you don't have to recycle any of this going into the next year, right? We are in, I just saw 22:02 on the timer. We are in the dark time of year here too, going into the winter equinox here pretty soon. So allow yourself to be one with the seasons as well. Even if you're in the southern hemisphere, it doesn't really matter, right? It's still December. It's still the end of the year. Allow yourself to really treat this time as the ending. Give it credence. Give it your due and full attention, while at the same time, being gentle and caring with and for yourself. I'm also getting a special message around distancing yourself from any people, places, or things that cause tension or require a lot of effort from you right now, because it just doesn't feel like it's in your highest and best good, and it does not feel like you owe that to anybody. Okay? You can only give what you can give. I want to get another oracle for you guys. Let's get another oracle for the last reading of 2020. What do you say, Libras? What do you say? Oh my God, I'm so obsessed with this. Okay. So we have the middle world. This is really deep right now. So the middle world. Let's talk about this. So first of all, 36. Oh my God, you got 36 twice. 9 and 9, which is 18, which also adds to 9. 999. Okay, 999 is a very spiritual number. It really does speak, again, 999, very much about you are exactly where you're meant to be. The soul lessons you're learning right now are right on time and right in alignment and accordance with your soul plan and purpose. No worries. Okay? So the middle world. So this speaks of, this has a shamanic context to it. We have the upper world, the middle world, and the lower world, right? So the middle world medicine is very much about earth, right? The 3D things that we can see, touch, and feel. This is about material comforts, which is funny because I've been talking about that this whole reading. About allowing yourself those material comforts and not judging what they are, right? I'm hearing if you can help it, don't set the alarm. Don't judge what time you go to sleep and wake up. If you want to be in bed until noon and watch movies all day, my God, you have earned it. And you are doing yourself a great kindness by doing so. And also, if it helps you to look at it from a humanitarian angle too, by doing that and giving yourself that time, you will be able to be there for others and get back to, a semblance of forward movement the more that you go with the energy the way that it's flowing within and for you. You're being asked to allow and go with the flow, as opposed to struggling or impose restrictions or expectations on yourself right now. Be gentle with yourself. Winnie the Pooh it, my loves, Winnie the Pooh it, okay? The middle world is also about, funnily enough, things being in the middle, right? There's good, there's bad, and there's in the middle. It's equal bits of both. It's equal amounts of both. It's like, how are you feeling? Oh, I see. I feel in the middle. You know what I mean? El medio, I feel in the middle. It's very much what this feels like to me, where it's like, you know what? There's going to be light and shadow. We've been talking about that this whole time too. There's going to be being there for yourself and being there for others and vice versa, right? Why am I hearing the song, Mama Said There'd Be Days Like This, There'd Be Days Like This, My Mama Said? I'm hearing that song as well. I'm also getting drawn back to, I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter. I am really hearing again to write, to journal. Even if you are not naturally disposed to that, it might even be helpful to writing yourself a letter, writing a letter to this year, writing a letter to 2020 and saying, this is how you made me feel. This is the good of it. This is the bad of it. Because there's always good and bad. I don't care what is happening in a given year. There's always good and bad, right? Writing a letter, allowing that to be a way in which you process, right? Yeah, I'm feeling that's really good for you. And also, if you want to be quite literal and go back to your childhood and read some of those, childhood pieces of literature, returning to those aspects of nostalgia that comfort and console you, I would say absolutely go for it. That feels right on target. And again, you don't need permission, but I do feel like this is in part a permission slip. You do have a lot going on. All you have to really do is process it in a way that is constructive and loving within for you. Treat yourself right now for the month of December as you would a child that you love very much. Talk to yourself as you would a child that you love very much. Okay? That's what it is. You wouldn't scold a child, and tell them, well, why are you doing it this way? Or you got to do this, or oh my God, really you're gonna not answer that phone, or really you're gonna not do that, you're gonna not commit. No, treat yourself as you would a child that you love very much. Actually, I would even go a step further. Treat yourself as a child you love very much who has a cold, right? Allow yourself, the soup and warm blankets and quiet, and you know what I mean? Like that feels like the medicine and the ticket here, Libra, for the month of December. And I do want to say you have more than earned it. It really, really, really feels that way. You'll get your wings back. You'll get your flight back. But for now, the best thing you can possibly do is be where you are. And I do want to say as well, there is a lot of good here. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment that I'm tapping into here with the World Key twice and a lot of this water energy. I do feel like you have good, supportive network and people and family and friends and loved ones around you that are here for you. And they will help you and see you through and be there, and you can do the exact same for them, and it's a beautiful thing, okay? Libra, this is your December general reading for last reading of 2020, and I so hope that this helped and resonated. If so, please do let me know in the comments below. I absolutely love reading your comments. And with that being said, I also want to say just a special note. I want to thank you guys so much for your support, generally speaking, but also especially within the context of this year. It means the world to me that you show up here and watch and listen and comment and like and subscribe and all of the goodness. I really, really do. I appreciate you so much. And with that being said, just thank you again for being here. And as always, and most of all, my beautiful, darling, butterfly Libra people, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.